Hey, good morning, everybody. Uh, Welcome to the first Friday after the most painful day in a lot of people's lives financially. Uh, April 15th was just a couple of days ago. And, a lot of people are wondering why they got to pay so much in taxes. But, the reality is you don't really have to. And a lot of people they spend so much time educating themselves about their profession. They spend so much time going to conferences and learning how to be a better marketer, a better networker, or a better doctor, or a better accountant, or even a better mechanic, right? But they don't really invest in the time and the information, the knowledge to figure out how to be a better taxpayer. Because a lot of people look at the tax code as a penal code, as something that describes all of your transgressions and their weight at the end, and then the amount of the transgression at the end is the amount of tax you pay, right? But that's not really the right way to be viewing this, in my opinion. The right way to be viewing this, in my opinion, is to read the tax code. Okay, fine, don't read it all, but to evaluate the tax code, to understand what it is and understand how to utilize the tax efficiencies that are in the tax code. See, I'll give you one example that we use in our development companies that is huge. It's massive, right? It's called a 45L. Okay. So we do a 45L where we take a brand new building that we built per the code. We put in some additional features to it that make it um, more economically or environmentally responsible. We put in extra insulation. We do, better windows. We do things that save energy, right? And for that, the IRS gives us a 45L tax credit. A tax credit is dollar for dollar against your tax bill, right? At the end of the day, the IRS encouraged us through financial reward to put in better windows, to put in more insulation, to do things that lowered our energy costs. The long term of the building is that at the end of the day, it's a better building for the environment because it uses less energy on an ongoing basis. But instead of look at that and go, oh, I don't want to put in all this stuff, I look at it and go, I'm being rewarded for it with a tax credit. So when you look at how that happens and look at how the world looks at tax savings, we are able to help our investors save hundreds of thousands of dollars annually with tax savings based on following the IRS tax code. So we're actually taking that big book of mumbo jumbo, getting it interpreted in a fashion that we then apply to our investors' scenarios or their real life circumstances that says, hey, if you do this, you will offset your taxes here. When you do that offset, you have more money to invest. When you have more money to invest, you have more income coming in, which creates a problem for you in the IRS. So now we're doing a little bit more investing, we're doing some more tax savings. But the reality is that everybody spends all this time and energy trying to make themselves better, trying to get a 5% increase in their business, an 8% increase in their business. But if you eliminate Uncle Sam from your business by using tax savings, you've given yourself a 30% raise. Some cases higher than that. So why are are people so focused on being better at what they do, acquiring more customers, getting faster at their trade instead of just maximizing the return on what they're currently making? It's always a shock to me, right? Because the reality is at the end of the day, there's no need, there's no requirement that you pay a certain amount of taxes to be an American. Now, if you want to, that's great. I prefer to donate. I give a lot of money to a lot of causes, but that's my choice as to where my money goes. So I use tax savings to minimize my requirement, to minimize what I've got to pay the government on a set date. And at the end of that time, I'm able to have a lot more control over where my funds go, and they go where I want them to go. In the meantime, I'm creating a larger passive income stream. I'm doing things that are better for me and my family at my discretion by involving the right people that understand tax strategies that make it so that I don't have to pay those large lump sums, right? So, guys, if you had to write a check this year, if you had to pay any taxes at all this year, we probably need to have a conversation because you shouldn't have to do that. There's plenty of ways. And it's not the little things like, oh, I wrote off my cell phone. Oh, I went through and I meticulously calculated and put aside all my meals and all my entertainment. And I bought a new Suburban so that I can take a write off on that. Those are minuscule compared to some of the other things that we can do with a lot less effort. So the reality is, at the end of the day, we want to show you how you can do those things, increase your passive income, reduce your tax bill, and have more control over your time, your money, and your life. If that sounds like something you're looking for, you need to contact us right here, right? No, right there, at shannonrobnet.com. It's hard to do things in reverse, right? I mean, there you go. I got it now, right here. We can help you put that together. We don't get paid for that, right? But we've got tax strategists, we've got people that we work with, we've got opportunities to then carry out the strategies that are created in an effortless way that you can do what you do you. We'll take care of the rest. We'll put you in touch with the right people that will help you bring that to fruition and make that a reality. So at the end of the day, your tax savings are enormous, they're huge, and they're yours. So you're able to make that your choice, your reality, your way. How's that for your tip on Friday? Guys, have a great weekend. Get in touch with us if you need our help. And if you pay taxes, you need our help. Right here. I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a great weekend.